Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Gimme here.
Everyone have their umbrellas ready? It's going to be raining
Yes,
today.
right there. Yeah. Well, you have a big umbrella.
And you can drink from it, too. That's nice. So we are going to be watching episode 4 of Umbrella Academy. This one's called Man on the Moon. Who's that about?
Luther?
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Ooh, yes.
Now, Klaus is not in a good position. He was kidnapped.
No, he's
That's
not
right.
in a
He's
good
definitely
position at
not.
all.
Mhm.
Poor guy.
We see in the
yeah.
thumbnail that he looks like he's in their hotel room and he looks kind of panicked looking around. I'm curious how he's going to get out of there. We talked about his powers where he can talk to dead people. He tries to take drugs, or he does take drugs to make that go away.
Yeah.
But if he lets it or tries to train and connect with those people, like what kind of power what can he do with those powers? I'm curious on
Right, if he focused and honed in.
if maybe
He
they
honed
can
in
help
on his
him out.
brother,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Or maybe they can tell him secrets and be like, oh, well, there's a key under this pillow or something to, when they have their guard down, if they ever do, and he can sneak out and because I'm guessing he has handcuffs on, right? From what I can.
oh
remember. I don't
yeah.
know. He was tied up at least and But who knows? I'm curious what's going to happen there. And poor Luther, too. I mean, here he's been hiding
Luther,
his power. I mean, not his power, he's strong, but his appearance for a long time.
Yes,
Under
he's
his-
very self-conscious of it.
Yes, under
Yeah.
his jacket. Yeah.
Mhm. I mean, he's bulging at the seams. I'm sure he gets special, outfits. He has to specially order
Definitely.
them or something because they're way too big.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, maybe he just gets big and tall, extra, extra, extra big and tall,
Who knows?
extra, extra large.
Puts them together.
To a certain
two together.
extent. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they start bulging at the seams and just worn over time,
yeah.
and they get comfortable then. I don't know, but he looks really uncomfortable. So he's been hiding this because he's embarrassed by it, which is really sad. Hopefully he can embrace that.
That's right.
I
yeah.
hope so. I hope with his siblings knowing this now that they will support him in any way they can.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
Yeah,
finding out
I
about
hope so.
Diego, too. That was a big surprise.
I know.
That's right.
Yeah, so now we have
his
a-
mom was so good to him.
Feel bad.
Extra
I felt
special.
bad.
And
Stuttering.
he finally just realized that, I've got to dismantle her. She's not.
That was really hard for him. I
Yeah.
mean,
That was heartbreaking.
she
for
really
him.
helped him when he was struggling. To grow up like this, he has to be a hero. There's no time for that. His father wasn't even compassionate at all, towards that.
Oh yeah.
So
No.
that was his only true connection. She was his true mom, and to be able to dismantle her, I mean, it wasn't even a simple dismantle. It had to be really
Oh,
grotesque,
yeah,
cutting
that's
into her
right, yeah.
arm. Not that she should have an off and on switch there, but,
yeah. Right.
just to
That's
cut
right,
into her
yeah.
arm, it looks so gruesome,
Yeah.
So that was even harder to see. I wonder how the rest of the family's going to take it once they know. Because I don't think he didn't say anything there. He just got really upset and angry when he went down to
Seems
see
like
Vanya.
he was the closest to her out of all of them. I think he's more emotionally attached to her than the others, but they know that she's not, a true mom. They're, and they know she's a robot. So, and they know Dad created her. So,
Yeah. And they all seem to kind of accept that role of her, though, because they always call her mom. They never call her
Yes.
anything else,
That's
too.
right, that's what
Which is kind of
they
fun to
only
see.
know her as mom. So
Yeah, thank God they had that at least, because
Yeah,
just
that's
the
right.
father, they would have been worst off. I mean, their emotions, they would have been so
definitely, he
removed
just
from compassion,
Right.
too, probably, or just so bottled up and ready to explode because they had no one to talk to if they didn't have her.
oh my God,
sure,
yeah. And she
gosh,
was
yeah.
so supportive, and she was so programmed perfectly to be the perfect mom. And in the end, did she really have, feelings about killing her husband? Did she really kill Dad, or did Dad program her to do that to himself? So that's another.
That is another thing. I'm kind of thinking that maybe he programmed her to kill him,
I thought
or it just looked really bad and that wasn't even the case at all. Although he was struggling and he died there, so obviously that had to be one or the other. So I guess we'll find out, and hopefully Klaus can find jelly donuts to give to Hazel And maybe he can get out of there that way.
They take
Yeah,
that
that's
darn
right.
duct tape off of him. He can talk himself out of this.
Oh, he
Probably.
Sure, yes.
I mean, we saw what he did with 5 being his father. That was
Oh my, that was
pretty impressive. You're crazy. And if you guys want to see the next episode, you can check out our links below on our Patreon. Any support you give us there really helps us grow so we can create more videos for you guys.
Yes, please do, guys.
Please
Yes,
do.
please.
That really helps. And giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing is always very amazing. We love you. All right, so 104 and on Netflix. Man on the Moon. See, he was normal.
Oh,
Huh?
7
Because when he
years
was a
ago.
kid, he was normal too. He was really skinny.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like such a big mansion, and it's so depressing.
Yeah.
yes.
So dark. At least now. Yeah, it's just very misty. Gotta pass the time somehow.
Why? Because
Yeah,
you
it's
can't.
nice.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good
So,
balancing trick.
Get that gear on. Quickly!
Oh my candlesticks on top of that. Ooh.
Ooh, ow, ow,
Bring me the serum.
The serum.
Oh, the serum might have
boy,
changed him.
boy, yeah.
Mhm.
ow. Wow. A long time.
One
Don't tell
time,
me it took
yeah.
that long.
That's so.
It's changed. Yep.
Whoa, look at it.
Oh, I didn't realize his hands even look like that.
Oh my God.
With the umbrella.
Oh,
The 2 guys last night, the ones with the masks, they did this to her.
Oh, see?
It
Yeah,
has
these
to do
dudes.
with 5 somehow. I mean, they were looking for him.
We haven't seen her use her powers, right? When she was a kid, we did, but
We haven't really seen him.
I really need it for my nerves. I've been taking it since I was a kid.
For one day, I
Ooh.
think you'll be fine.
I think my theory's right.
I'll walk you to rehearsal.
Is it on your way?
Not at all.
Aww.
Thank you for
More
listening.
meaningful.
I don't think my dad ever forgave me for being born.
What about your mom?
Almost there.
Almost there. He's supposed to die.
Is that a...
Yep.
Did he? Ew! Did he just get off? My God! Why am I not surprised?
So funny, asshole. You assholes kidnapped the wrong guy. Please make him stop talking.
Like a fountain.
Oh, I needed that. Oh, come on. So,
Remember Trinidad? We worked that guy solid for what, 2 days, 2 nights?
2
All right,
days
come
and
on,
2
Hazel.
nights, and they only did 10 hours on him. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Is that Leonard?
Is it? It is Leonard.
oh my gosh.
Maybe
Wait,
he left
Leonard.
sometime.
So why are you inside her apartment?
Yeah.
You didn't want to have anything to do with Vanya yesterday, so I was just wondering.
I don't know why that's any of your business.
I don't know why he had to say it like that.
Oh yeah.
'Cause she was at
You're right.
He did seek her out for rehearsal the first time, so now I think there's more there.
oh, Jesus.
One chance. That's all you've got.
You start the car then. Because we're going on a field trip.
When you watch one of these nature shows,
Diego, please.
does it turn you on?
So what? Is he just an animal to you too now, Diego? Huh?
Enough. No.
Good job, Pogo.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, Pogo.
good for him.
He's like the father figure.
It's my asthma medication.
Yeah,
That's
somewhere.
Like that's what tortures him?
Oh, yeah.
Does he realize? He knows, right?
You gonna tell him that?
Yeah, right. I don't know if he knows.
Until they're high as kites.
They're still eating that chocolate? I don't think they realize.
Oh gosh.
I think they know now.
Okay.
They're
Yeah?
higher than kites.
Oh wow. Okay.
I wonder if this was meant to happen and it doesn't change the course of the end of the world.
Oh God.
I'm one.
I won.
I'm one.
So
I'm
what
more
do
than
they
a
know about the end of
high
the world?
content of
Because they think this is going to draw 5 out.
Oh, there it goes. Whoa.
Oh, is that the number? That's probably the one. Whoa,
Oh.
too close. Crap, now he's knocked out and they're going to come out after the explosion.
Yeah, if they come out.
Yeah? Oh.
Why do you have my keys?
Do you want to get a drink?
I hope she explains Leonard was in her apartment because I don't think
I
that was
hope
supposed
so.
to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not only going to kill him.
You want to end the world.
Is this like Loki?
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dad, let me out!
Dad let me out.
Oh, she's got her music on. She can't hear.
It's funny, like she's looking around like,
Yeah,
Right,
like,
yeah, right.
what? Not taking her headphones off. Oh, the
her
ear.
ear.
They're like, oh crap, we gotta leave.
Get that over to the lab immediately. Your brother says hi.
Is that the Asians?
Been missing since yesterday. I need to find him.
You ever even been with a girl? I don't know what you're talking about.
Aw.
Look,
She's something.
Something's going on.
Yeah. Eh.
Oh, jeez.
Rifle through your stuff? Maybe steal something? I mean, jerk off on your Mr. Snuggles teddy bear?
No,
Ew.
no, stop.
Oh my God, he's still here. Hi.
Hi. Thank God. We have to go torture you again.
Yara killed the maid.
you guys are scarier without the masks.
That's no way to say hello to your old friends, is it?
Is your brother here now?
Well,
To be a little
One of
more
them.
specific on that.
it's kind of a dorky message to put that right next to a crime scene. Like that helped with his shears.
Ooh. So that hat.
Welcome back to the land of the living, number 4. 3 more hours.
No! Don't leave me.
Just like that.
It is like that. Right, right.
I have reason to believe 2 wanted criminals are in this motel.
Just 2?
I'm gonna need to take a look around.
Come back with a warrant.
He just walks away.
Yeah.
Okay, what's she gonna take?
I'm looking for Diego Hargreaves.
Not here.
Tell him Detective Eudora Patch called. I think I found his brother.
You should wait. I hate it when they go alone.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
I'm going through puberty. Twice. I drank that whole bottle, didn't I? That's how she says she hated when I drank. You should have made me, Shirley.
Hey! I need you to focus.
The apocalypse is coming.
Yeah. On my shoes.
I'm sure it's smaller than one of your closets, but
No, really. I love it.
Nice fireplace.
from Leonard.
Oh.
Oh, was that what
I
he
like
was
you,
doing?
and I'm not sorry.
He seems so weird though. Oh, okay.
I don't
That
know.
was
Might
very
be some.
sweet.
It's fine. She knows it was a misunderstanding.
I'm kind of with
I
her.
still
as
don't
well.
trust him. I don't know
tomorrow?
why, but I just don't trust him.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
I know, it's weird.
Medication.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dumping it?
Oh, see, I had a feeling.
Oh.
Wow.
Bathroom. Now.
At least she has the smarts to talk in the other room. And they didn't even put
He's
the
gonna get loud.
heavy drapes over. They just put the sheer
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Oh crap.
No.
Don't get loud. Oh! They're gonna hear this.
Oh my God.
He's naked.
Oh, there's.
No, honey, you're by yourself. You're
Oh,
doomed.
right.
Where's Cha-Cha?
They're not coming
Yeah,
out.
Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha's
Yeah.
there. She's gonna go on this.
Yeah, see, not
Yeah.
Cha-Cha, of course.
She's behind him. I don't like this. Where's...
Oh,
No!
she came from back.
Oh,
From the back.
Oh no! How'd she get out of the bathroom?
oh.
He actually crawled with that
So
through
crazy.
there.
My goodness, he must have.
Oh
Wow.
my. Diego's
too
gonna
bad.
freak.
Nope.
Oh, winking.
Oh my goodness.
And she smiles. Oh my god.
Attraction.
Whoops.
Oh,
Whoops.
Made him go somewhere?
There you go.
Teleported? Oh, he's the first to get there. Oh.
Oh, it says. Oh boy.
They're gonna think you did it. I don't know. Can you stay? It's gonna think you did it. Although they'll match. He doesn't have a bullet on him or a gun. It's so sad. Only she waited. I know she wanted to. She was just there waiting. How long? Like a few minutes. I thought maybe she was there for an hour or something.
Probably a half hour, the coach said.
Yeah, after we found out. But before that, when she was pacing, I thought she was maybe there for an hour, and then she just got impatient. Was like, I'm just going to go. But for something like that, especially if it could be dangerous, your brother's
and
waiting
it's
for
not
you.
like an official investigation. She's doing it on the QT, trying to do it herself.
Yeah, so you have to
It's so dangerous.
Yeah,
that is so sad.
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd be long term, and I didn't think she
Yeah.
would die. But right when she went in there, I'm like, there's no way, because they're professional killers. And when Hazel was very calm coming out, I was like, yeah, there's no way. I thought Cha-Cha was going to be behind him, and she was going to let her guard down.
Be behind his back or something.
Yeah, and sneak up, and you just see arms come up in between his arms or something. Like, you can't really see her, and it happens quick, and then she gets shot. But how did she get around behind him? Because she could have been outside the room the entire time. Maybe she went out to get something.
Maybe there was a window in the bathroom. Maybe she got out that way.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Because he was in the bathroom for a while. They were talking for a while, so he could have been just using the bathroom at that point, because they had a discussion in there. Time went by, so maybe she stepped out. He was using the bathroom, and it just happened that way. Or she has powers, because with that suitcase, she didn't have it then, but it looks like you can teleport.
Mm-hmm.
Where did Klaus go?
Where did Klaus go? Oh boy.
Yeah, so I think she was just out, and then bad timing where she was behind her. That was so terrible. And Diego, now he just lost his mom. Now he lost his past love.
Yeah, poor Diego.
That's right. He's going to go through some bad times, some hard times now.
And maybe he won't think rationally anymore. I mean, he gets irrationally with a lot of things. When he gets mad, he just starts yelling. He doesn't think things through. So what's it going to be like now? Like, he might just be blind with rage. And
he might start getting closer to his siblings.
He might.
Yeah.
Maybe Luther will try to reach out to him better. Because I know Luther's number one. He has a very different relationship with his father compared to all his other siblings. But even how he handles things isn't right, too. Like, he initiates fighting Diego a lot of the times as well. Like, they're all to blame with all the fighting. So I hope he can, reach out and connect with Diego after this better.
Sure.
Like, have more patience and talk it out.
I really hope so. I really hope so, and I hope Allison at some point can, talk to both of them and try to get them both on, the same page to work together. And they are working together. They got 5. So and it's so funny that he's drunk.
I like him because I keep thinking the actor is a child. So to actually pretend to be an adult in a child's body is great, and he's acting drunk. And I just think that's so cool.
He still has Dolores.
Yes, he does.
With him.
And Luther and Diego don't just toss her aside. That's huge.
Right.
Yes.
So they know he has a connection.
Yeah. They know that he loves her, and
that's right. So you don't.
Or at least there's something going on. Yeah.
There's something.
Yeah. So they do care for each other to a certain extent. They just have a lot of bad there. They have to straighten out. They have to talk things out. Yeah. And Luther was by himself for a while with his father. Like, everyone left, and he was the only one there.
He was the only one
that
stayed. That's right.
So I wonder how you leave that. Like, if you were able to just walk out, I'm sure there was a lot of fighting. I wonder if the father actually threatened them if they tried to leave, or said, I'll cut, any finances away, so you have to fend for yourself. Because Diego even said he had to pay his own bills and stuff, and Luther didn't have to.
Right,
because he stayed. So I'm wondering, if he threatened them at all, or if they were, their choice just to walk out.
Yeah, you leave the academy, you leave everything.
That's
all the luxuries behind.
And that says a lot. And even seeing the father now, when Luther's like, I am the only one left, you don't have to call my number anymore. And he's like, huh. He seemed worried trying to save him once Luther was dying.
Yes.
But I was kind of like, he seems genuinely concerned, but at the same time, is it because he's losing his last superhero and he just wants to keep the fame or something for his own purpose? Yeah. So I wasn't sure, but I want to say and hope that he did care. So that changed him. He used this serum that he already had on hand. I don't know if he has that for all of his kids, where it just super enhances their ability, which can save them. I think this was strictly for Luther. That, you know, Pogo was ready to go with it. He was holding it already. And that was the last resort to save him. So I'm guessing it just amplified his powers so much, and it regenerated and just over-regenerated his muscles or something.
Yeah, and I thought it was going to be from the biochemical disaster thing he had to do, that, you know, what he originally went on for that mission for.
On the moon?
That was going to change him, Yeah,
that, you know, that could have been a thing too, which would be kind of cool to see, like how, because that could be a fun way to tell it, you know, to have that happen. I don't know what, but on the moon. So why send him to the moon afterwards then? Because that was after then, right?
Maybe Dad put him on that mission just to put him on hold, and, you know, just stay here. You're on a mission, and you go for it and do some experiments or whatever.
Self-acceptance, learn. Maybe to somehow reverse the effects.
But
why on the moon? I wonder why. Why did he have to do it on the moon? Like, what happened there? Like, I want to know more about that.
Yeah, that would be curious.
Or did he just want to get away from everything and he was just terrified of how he looked? But just to isolate yourself even more for years. Like, how long was he on the moon for?
4 years.
And even doing that, your muscles are going to be crap because the gravity on that, no matter how much you work out, like, you're going to have atrophy over time because your muscles, no matter how much you try to work out, it's not the same on the moon.
No,
like you always hear,
but look
at spaceships, like how they have to work out all the time, and once they go back into Earth's atmosphere, it's a lot harder still, and it takes a long time to get your muscles back up to how they should be. So for him to be there for 4 years, I mean, that says a lot. Maybe his powers really keep everything contained, and his muscles just keep, you know, rejuvenating, or, you know, keep building up and strengthen over time. I don't know, but so that's interesting. Why
did a good job keeping up with it.
So I don't know if you can reverse the effects or just accept what he is, you know, like, I know it's a huge transformation for him, but hopefully he doesn't keep going. It seems like he had the injection, he survived, and it was completely changed up to his neck. So maybe that's the end of it, and his face
it looks like it just stayed, you know, now it's status quo. Now he's, the same, and he just shaves and he cuts his hair. And
so hopefully he doesn't keep slowly going more up and taking over. But even his hands, I never noticed. Did he always wear gloves before too? I guess we see the fingerless gloves or something. So I didn't really give that thought. I didn't know he was covering his hands too. So he has like gorilla hands, and, you know. So I'm curious what that serum was. How did his father know to have that, to make that, to help him?
Right. And you're right. Did he have different vials for different kids? You know, what about Vanya? It looks like Vanya's been on her own the longest.
And what's going on with Leonard?
Why is he getting rid of her anxiety? Maybe he's trying to, maybe he knows her, you know, her vice to that, and like she has to take it before, you know, so her anxiety doesn't go up. And maybe he's making her, you know, not take the meds and trying to get her out of it, you know, mentally, just try to help her that way, try to be therapeutic to her. Or
you know,
maybe he has different intentions completely.
Yeah, because even if he was, and I want to hope and think that he has good intentions, but at this point, you don't take someone's meds away when you don't even know a person and try to control it, not even tell them. Like, there was no conversation at all being like, oh, are you sure you have to take that? Like, make it a positive thing, trying to redirect her. Like, he lied, stole her meds, and crushed them up. Like, that's not normal, and that's extremely shady. So he knows something we don't. I feel like when he met up with Vanya for rehearsal lessons or whatever, that for violin lessons, that he had other intentions, that he went there to learn more about her. So he already had a purpose in mind. So what the heck is he doing? I'm going back to my theory that Vanya doesn't realize it, but her father did. And she has some kind of extraordinary power that he doesn't want to be released, and that's why he constantly reminds Vanya, you are extraordinary, you're nothing special. Like, he constantly dug that into her, in the flashbacks that we saw, and she's been on these meds since she was a kid. So
That's
I'm
right.
convinced now that suppresses whatever ability she may have. So what do you guys think? Mom, I know you were kind of thinking that too.
I thought so right from the
It
beginning.
sounds like a great point that you have. I don't know. It seems like she's just so depressed that she feels that she has to be on it. No one, I mean, her family's always made her feel very low. I mean, you keep telling, if family keeps telling you that from, a small kid, from a young age, all the way to adulthood, I mean, you start believing it.
That's right,
And, she finds this little glimmer of hope and light in Leonard, and he goes and takes her antidepressants. Yeah, he could have, been a part of this all along, especially after Dad dies. Oh, Leonard, you come into the picture as soon as I die.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe involved with the
pieces.
father or something, but I am thinking now that maybe Leonard, because here you have a family who's very popular. They have action figures of the Umbrella Academy, and then she wrote a book about it. So they are very famous. So I'm wondering if you already knew a bit about her, and here he's like, oh, I didn't know you had a famous sister too, like acting clueless with Allison, meeting her. I'm kind of thinking he knew a lot about the family already. And
he could be a super fan. He could be a weird stalker.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And I think he might have the same theory as Mom and I, where he might even be like, she might have some powers. Maybe he read the book. I don't remember if he mentioned that or not, if he read it, but maybe he's like, well, maybe that's what's suppressing it, and I want to see what she can do. Although it's still not right, and why is he doing that? It could be a crazy super fan.
Right, and it could have been a spur of the moment kind of thing too, because she didn't mention anything about meds until that night. She's like, oh, I didn't bring my refill.
Yeah.
And so he knew that, and hey, why not? I'll go in there and just give her flowers.
I know, that was still weird.
And that's too, she's going to connect it too quickly. I mean, she's a smart girl. She's going to say, where's my meds? She didn't let it on that she found out. Maybe not until there's a moment in time where she thinks she's going to need it, like when she goes for a rehearsal or what have you.
That's right,
Will she grab that, try to look for that bottle?
Yeah.
And then she's going to realize that Leonard probably took it.
So what a good plan to have, to be like, I went to use the bathroom, but he also dropped off flowers. The whole pill thing, crushing, getting rid of the pills, like, that's a huge thing. Like, the creeping around the apartment, that was really weird. I'm with Allison on that. I'm glad Allison and Vanya are talking more, so they can really get close.
Yeah, but Allison's really rotten to her.
She can't be, yeah. No, she
can't be. I mean, but they're all very, their relationships are very sterile. There's no, like, real chummy, lovey relationship, except for Allison and Luther, which
they have something going on.
You can tell that they had something.
Yeah, and nothing ever happened in the past. So Luther, I guess, never even had a relationship ever. Like, he never had a girlfriend, a boyfriend. Like, he never had anyone. So I'm curious on what will happen, if anything will happen. I think Luther, it's going to take him a very long time to get close to someone like that, because he just hates himself right now, and he shouldn't. So I hope he can come to terms with that. I think Allison's great for him to really get over that, and she really does care. And she still hasn't seen her daughter. Like, how much time has gone by?
I know. She has to keep getting those pop magazines to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's so sad. So I'm hoping, I mean, I want the best there too for her, but at the same time, I'm like, how many days do we have left until the end of the world?
I know. These are very long days.
They're very, very long.
And I'm glad 5 is really trying. I mean, he got drunk too, because now everything he was working up to is gone. So how's he going to find the eye now?
Lab thing.
And did Hazel and Cha-Cha now change the timeline or something, because they went and burned all those eyes? And the one close-up we saw might have been the serial number of the one he was looking for or something. I don't know. But maybe that one wasn't even there, and it was still fabricated somewhere else. So it's not going to change the timeline.
A fake patient already got it.
Yeah. So what do you think about Hazel and Cha-Cha? Where are they from? What are they? Like,
I think they're from the TVA. No, okay.
I know, right? That's a Loki reference, guys, if you haven't seen the Loki series. But I know it's different too. People can debate that. We're not saying it's exactly the same. We're joking, and I don't want to spoil Loki
but
for
they
you
did
guys.
say timeline.
It did say timeline. So, and then Klaus disappeared, whatever that cool sound effect was with the blue flash of light. So he's gone. So whether he's teleporting like 5 does, but he can also time jump 5. So I'm thinking that maybe they're from the future and they went back, because how would they know 5 as an old man and hunting him now thinking he's still an old man, because they stayed the same age. So whatever future they're from, they could be from 50 years or 40 somewhat years in the future when he was in his 50s, right? And then came back at the same time. And also 5 mentioned he killed a lot of people. If everyone's dead after the apocalypse, maybe just stragglers, like all the people that did survive
all these agents that are with
maybe there's a lot of
Hazel
agents.
and Cha-Cha.
You're right.
Because
Maybe
we got all the
it.
donut shop guys. Those are all agents, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yep. Okay, that's a good point.
Wow, so
maybe
he
those
killed all
are
of
the
them.
people that he killed.
Yeah.
Man, and Klaus now being able to reconnect with the dead because he's been sobering up.
You hit
yes.
the nail right on the head,
Wow,
Don.
yes.
You thought that was going to happen. If he really honed in on his skill, it will come to, in his favor. And Ben helped him through that.
Yeah, I was hoping he could do more, because to have like such a power, that's such a torment too. Like you would think he would benefit more from it, or I would hope that, because that's devastating. Like I would hate that power to be able to communicate. I mean, you would like to talk with loved ones, yeah, but he has Ben right there, and he's like one that looks normal. So we don't know what happened to Ben, right? Like he just died at a young age, and I mean, he has no wounds. Like the other people we were seeing had all kinds of nasty wounds all over them from their death.
Unfortunately, I forget how he died, but yes, they did tell us that he died, but I forget.
I don't know if they.
how.
I don't think they said how. I think they just said he died. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. So if I am wrong, please let us know. But please no spoilers if we're
Let
gonna
us
find
know,
out.
because he looks like he wasn't like tortured like these people were from Cha-Cha and Hazel.
Yeah.
Maybe he was poisoned. Maybe, who knows.
So maybe in certain areas or people he's close to, like Klaus with Hazel and Cha-Cha, like only in that area will you see people that are related to that area, or the people with you.
Yeah.
So that's good. That it's not just randomly chaos all the time, badgering of the dead, because that would be billions upon billions upon billions. I mean, like how many centuries? Like how far down the road does it go? So
how many, how many people die in 1 minute?
Times
I mean, a gazillion.
That could help you out. I mean, Klaus out. That might be a good mission for him to like bring people peace, and maybe they can move on instead of being in purgatory or something, because here you have all these angry victims yelling at Hazel and Cha-Cha that died in horrific ways, getting his fingers chopped off and hands chopped off. Like that was so nasty. Run over many times. But Hazel has a soft spot somewhat. They're murderers, but he spared a young kid, and he spared that guy's wife.
That's right, yeah.
And Cha-Cha didn't know, and he lied to Cha-Cha about it. So, interesting, huh?
That's right. How many other people? So now they're thinking, there could be other, witnesses of stuff coming out in the future. But if they have a huge apocalypse,
and she joked. Cha-Cha said something about maybe, I don't know what the heck she said, but when they were leaving the restaurant, she's like, maybe we caused the... She didn't say it as a question. She said it as a statement. But something about causing the apocalypse or something. So I think it was a joke. Yeah. I don't think they're supposed to, but they knew about it when Klaus brought it up. So they knew about the apocalypse and knew the world was going to end in a few days, and they kind of weren't shocked by it. But now their suitcase is gone, so if they can't leave, they're going to be screwed too. I mean, they might cause it, but then they might like jump out of there with their suitcase or something. So now that they don't have it, I don't know.
That's right. They might be in on it. They might be a victim.
Yeah. One thing I have to say, because I can't help myself, but we're watching on Netflix, and it's a spoiler. I don't think it's a major one. I don't know. But we see Luther in 5 right now. I guess it's for the next episode, and Luther has a suitcase, or the briefcase, I guess. How do you get it? I don't know. So maybe Klaus meets up with them. We'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Please subscribe. Love you guys.
Bye. Give us a like.
Yeah.